Hey everyone, welcome to Sims World. In this episode, we are going to be focusing more on Kai. Um, Kai has something drastically he needs to tell Barbara, and it's something that a lot of people might be a shock to. But I had this planned for him for a while, and I don't know. I just kind of feel like he's kind of starting to get back to the way he was when he was little, or younger, I should say, where he is focused on multiple people. And that doesn't mean that he has to break up with Barbara, but he wants to possibly do a polygamist relationship. And Barbara, I don't know how she's going to take it. Like, she's always been his one and only wife. Um, Wait, I don't even know if they are together. I don't know. Are they married? Let me check here. They might not even be married yet, but... Oh, good lord. Okay. Yes, they are married. Okay. So these two are married, but I think that he wants to kind of have another potential wife. And he's gonna have to mention that to Barbara. But also, I thought we could focus a little bit more on Shanna here in this episode as well, since she is a new character and she's starting out her career really well. Um, she really wants to get a good basis in her career. And she should be actually getting potentially getting a uh, thing today. But Barbara, let's see how you're doing. I think you might have got one off camera. No, you didn't. Okay. So you still got to work on your research and debate and grade students' things. So she got a little bit of stuff to do yet in order to get to her potential. But as for Shanna, you can head into work as well. That will leave Kai here. He's gonna mention to his dad what happened, but it's really, really weird, guys. It really is weird. Uh, Here without Noah, honestly. But I mean, Noah passed in the last episode, and so he's gonna have a deep personal conversation with Tagaloa and kind of like um ask him what his thoughts are on potentially him getting another significant other. Barbara, I thought you were at work. Go to work. But anywho, he's gonna go ahead and have that conversation with his dad now. Shanna's off to work as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get her to work pretty hard. She's like, so I wasn't really thinking about this, and I was considering getting another wife. He said, you mean getting divorced from Barbara? He's like, no, like another wife and have Barbara. And he's like, does Barbara know? And he said about no. Barbara, I thought you were supposed to be at work. There we go. Now she's finally at work. Okay. And since you decided to wait till almost 11 o'clock to show up to work, you're going to be working hard. But anyways, he's sitting here having a really, really deep thought. And he's going to go ahead and sleep on it. Whether or not he wants to actually talk to Barbara about it. But his dad seems to be pretty shocked about the whole conversation. But his dad said if that's what you want, that's what you need to do. But Shanna is gaining followers on social media. But it's been slow going as she brainstorms up to her online presence, an idea suddenly hits her. Everyone loves gossiping about a good celebrity feud, right? What if Shanna were to punch up and start a public argument with someone famous? It's morally questionable and entirely self-serving, but it just might work. Will Shanna attack a celebrity on social media as a shortcut to get ahead? So she can either trigger a celebrity, but she would lose her reputation and make a celebrity enemy. However, if she does continue brainstorming ideas, her life will continue unchanged. I think, in a way, like, normal people would choose, okay, probably to go after a celebrity, or some people that are nicer would choose this. So I think for her, though, she's just trying to make it big. Like, she doesn't understand. She's just getting started in a way with the whole social media thing. So maybe she would try to trigger a celebrity. She's also a notable newcomer now. What else does it say? Acting a fool. Shanna combs through her social media feed looking for a celebrity that she can call out. Ah, famous actor Manuel Couch is on the news. It seemed as if his relationship is on the rocks yet again. Sounds like the perfect target. No sooner does Shanna make a nasty post at him. Angry legion of Manuel's fans. Mission accomplished. Shanna can certainly got her name out there, but at what cost? Shanna has made an enemy out of famous actor Manuel Couch. Interesting. So I don't think that was the right decision, but in a way, I think she needs to learn from her mistakes and make it big. That's a part of life. Everybody makes mistakes, and you're gonna end up having to make the mistakes in life, or you're never going to learn. And I think definitely she's did the wrong thing in that circumstances, but she really thought it was the right thing, like it was gonna be like a playful thing, but she didn't realize that what she actually did caused her to get angry and all that in the long run. Meanwhile, Kai's been dreaming and thinking of a potential person that could be a significant other character for him, and he has history with some females like Tabitha, Olivia, and Jasmine. But I think one female that he really, really had a crush on was Jasmine. So he's going to go ahead and invite her over just to catch up with her. He's not going to flirt with her or anything like that. He's just going to more so catch up with her and see how she's doing. And then he's going to potentially, later on in the day, ask Barbara how she feels about potentially being in a, like, polygamous relationship revolving with Olivia, because he still has feelings with that. Then he can go on from there with Olivia and see if Olivia actually has feelings for him or not. So he's gonna go ahead and just catch up with her, see how things have been doing with her, and Tagalo is like, listen, I understand you have feelings for Olivia, but also realize that you have a wife, you have two daughters. So I wouldn't go doing anything hasty right now. So right now, these guys are kind of just keeping it friendly. And trying to, like, kind of catch up on how things have been going between their lives. Because it's been a few years since they've even talked. And I think he's going to go ahead and do a pickup line, though. I'm not going to do anything else besides that. But I take notice he waits till his dad walked away to do it. And she was receptive of it as well. Like, she responded perfectly, and I think she's actually flirting back with him. But he does have a wife that he has to ask, and I mean, they didn't do anything drastically. That he just made a pickup line to her, and she flirted back, but nothing more than that. But I mean, he still has a wife, and she needs to know. But Shanna got a promotion. She's now a clickbait writer, and she's now has an additional of $6 for $29 per hour. And she has gotten a bonus of respond to mail, share images, and $183. Her next thing is on Monday, so she doesn't work the weekend. But she is a bit angry for what she has done earlier with the celebrity. Understandable. If you have people coming after you and that sort of matter, then people will definitely understand that. Um, but I think she's going to go ahead and update her status and maybe share an image just to try to get back to feeling pretty okay. Um, Meanwhile, Kai's up here tending to Nene. And some people are trying to get a hold of Shanna, but she's doing her own thing in a way. Tagaloa's doing his own thing in a way, kind of enjoying retirement. Shanna has gotten some new followers. She's now up to 270 followers in total. Um, and Barbara is just back from work. So, and she's now up to 295 followers. But Barbara is back from work, and I think Kai needs to drastically tell Barbara that he has feelings for Olivia and things. But I think Barbara, I don't know. I don't know how Barbara's going to take this. Like, I think Barbara's so used to being in a solo one-on-one relationship. It might be a tough decision for them, or for her at least. But as for Dorothy is a little bit tired. So Dorothy, why don't you head to bed, baby? Um, and let's see what's up with Nene here. Nene's hungry, so maybe Grandpa could give you some food. Alright, we'll do have Grandpa give you some food. Alright. Meanwhile, these guys are down here talking. He's like, I honestly had something drastically to tell you, and I just want to point this out. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't do anything like that. And she said, she's scared. You're really scaring me. And he said, I really just think that I'd rather live in a polygamous relationship. And he said about, would you be open to doing that? And Barbara's like, I really never grew up in the religion. I've never felt like I wanted to be with someone that was like that. Um, if I say no, does that mean that our relationship is over? And he said the best. I just want you to think about it, but no, it doesn't mean it's over. So Barbara has a lot to think about in this episode. Like, she's really contemplating what to do in this episode. So she's gonna go ahead and take some time to herself and just work on, like, possibly focusing on her career, trying to think about other stuff as well, um, that might help her with coping for things. But and Nene just threw her food on the floor. I just seen that, but so she's practicing her debating now. I think that Kai is like a little bit afraid that he's scared Barbara away from him in a sense. So he's just gonna go ahead and sleep, and well, he's gonna clean up first, and then he's gonna go ahead and head to sleep. He's gonna allow Barbara to sleep it off in a sense, and see what she has to say in the morning about the situation of the whole polygamous relationship. But I think she's gonna stay down here for a little bit and debate while everybody's sleeping, and then she's gonna head up to bed as well. But I think I'll pick this up in the morning. So these guys are up now, and Kai doesn't want to say too much because of Dorothy being here. But he said, "Did you think about what we talked about yesterday?" And she's like, "I really don't want to talk about this in front of our daughter. But to answer your question, I have thought about it, but um, I I gotta go to the bathroom," she says, and so she's kind of like beating around the bush for some reason, and she doesn't want to say anything. We got bills to pay. Okay. And Barbara's like, so I didn't want to tell you this before because I wasn't quite sure about it. And I understand we only talked about this briefly and all that, but I'm pregnant. And he's like, he's excited, obviously. He's like, but, like, what, like, how? He's like, I thought you got fixed. She said, honestly, my appointment isn't to a few weeks away. I'm gonna have to change it, obviously. But, well, actually, my appointment was tomorrow, but to get fixed, but I'm gonna have to change it, and I guess it's God's will. So I think that these guys will be having another child soon. Oh, obviously they will. But I think that it's time that they need to share the news with at least Tagaloa and Shanna as well, because Shanna obviously owns the house that we're staying in, even though she opened it up to us as well. But she is also the godparent of all of Barbara and M's children. And Tagaloa seems to be happy about it. And it seems as if how these things kind of came together, how Kai wanted to have a new wife, in a sense, and he finds out that Barbara is pregnant. Does this mean that he doesn't want to have another new wife? Only time will tell. But all I know right now is his main focus is Barbara and this pregnancy. Because Barbara didn't even know she was pregnant until a few days ago when she took a pregnancy test. She was going to tell Kai, but he bombarded her with the whole polygamy thing. And she wanted to keep it from him, but she couldn't keep it from him any longer. And push comes to shove, baby number 3 is on the way for those two. But I think these guys are, everybody in this house more so, is really excited about it. And Nene's not going to be the baby anymore. Nene, who was up here very hungry, very hungry. So she's not happy. So, baby on the way or not, Barbara needs to tend to her child. But another thing is, Barbara actually finished everything that she needs for her next promotion, which would take her to the department lead, which is really cool. Currently, she is a mentor teacher, which means you are all, you're who all the other teachers come to when they need advice. Your students respect you and you have the lesson plans down. Teachers like you are the backbone of the school and everyone knows it. Keeping working hard, and it might even consider you for the department head. And department head is the next rank that she will go to. So we'll have to wait a couple more days in order for her to potentially get that promotion. All I gotta say is a lot of stuff's going to be happening with Barbara and Kai in the next coming episodes. But things are going to be kind of are really getting interesting. Nene, where are you, friendo? Okay, I think she's actually asking Shanna to give her something to eat. Okay, maybe we have Shanna take Nene upstairs, and put Nene here. Maybe in the next episode we have to focus a little bit on Shanna and the girls getting to have a little bit of time together. Maybe they can go to the spa. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing for those guys, or those gals to do, I should say. Because Shanna hasn't really did much with her godchildren. So I kind of thought that would be kind of like a cool little thing for them to do. But Barbara and Kai are more so just focusing on the baby. Tagaloa's kind of living life. He's obviously having a tough time dealing with the loss of his husband, Noah, but he really cares about Noah, and he knows that Noah cares about him. Oh, and by the way, if you guys are wondering in their thing, if you ever seen this in the background, there is a daughter that happened to be Tagaloa's, and her name is Tegan. The reason why that was remember how Tagaloa was actually a woman and turned into a boy. Um, well, while he was a woman, he got pregnant and ended up having a miscarriage, and that's why. So he has a past that only Noah really knows, but even Kai and them don't know that. But it'd be kind of like a little fun fact there for you about Tagaloa. But Shanna's kind of doing the role right now of taking care of little Nene. But I think Shanna is a sim that I know I originally had this planned for um Ambrose to be an asexual sim, but I think in a way it fits more for Shanna. Like, she's a very independent person. I kind of think I like the idea of her being the asexual sim because I really want to have Ambrose have a baby. Like, I can't tell you how much, but that's for another series. So, I don't want to get too much into that, but I really want Ambrose to have a kid. And I swear this girl loves making messes. Like, she loves making messes on the floor. And but so I'm actually gonna pause it out until we have the baby, and I'll pick this up then. But things to be are going to be quite interesting in this series as we going forward. And Olivia just asked us on a date, but I think Kai's gonna ignore it for now. But we're gonna go ahead and pause this until uh, Barbara has the child, or the baby, I should say, and we'll pick it up from there. Okay, she hasn't gone into labor yet, but she did get promotion, and it's a department head. Or Barbara did anyway. She was promoted to department head, which means she gets $12 per hour extra, and for a grand total of $56 per hour. She has also received $595 bonus, and she works tomorrow. Okay, they finally had the baby, and it's a boy, guys. So this is their firstborn son, and I had a name for their son in the last thing, so I didn't get to name him that. So I have a name, and I always wanted to name him Joshua. For some reason, really been liking that name lately. Like, so Joshua Hussein is now here. So now that Joshua is now here, we're going to go ahead and end this one out. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace. And in this episode, we focused on Kai and them with the whole polygamy thing. But then Barbara dropped a huge bombshell that she was pregnant and has came full circle. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.